Okay, hello, lovely ladies and gorgeous gentlemen. Trying this again. Hopefully, it doesn't act up. Sorry that I missed Tuesday night. I'm feeling a little bit better. So, my neighbor just brought me over some awesome lasagna. So, I'm going to eat that real quick. Hopefully, we have some people coming in. I hate when I have to microwave lasagna. The bottom gets really horrible. But I will make do because I'm hungry. So we have one in the chat. Hello, how are you? Hope things are going great. Me, as well as can be expected, I guess. If I don't tear up my lasagna first. Hope everyone is having a great start at your weekend. So, I forgot to write down my weight. I have been weighing myself on a daily basis because I want to see if I can guesstimate how many liters will be taken off next time. Right now I'm bouncing up and down, but so far, after bouncing up and down, I think I've lost or I gained 2 pounds so far. But it goes up and down. So am I losing body fat or weight or water weight? I don't know. Because I went from 202 pounds before I had the procedure. And then after the procedure, I was 177 pounds. Now, before all this crap started, my last good weight at the doctor was 191. So I dropped, what I get? 14 pounds of body fat through the last 3 months. Because once I get so bloated, I can't eat. I can't keep it down. So I've lost a considerable amount of weight for me, because usually I bounce up and down between 3 pounds. So it's good news, but yet it's worrisome too, because it's pretty quick. So the day after losing, getting rid of all the fluid, I lost 3 more pounds to 174, which I don't know if that came out through my water pill, or maybe I lost more body fat quickly. I don't know, because I didn't eat that day or the day after because I was in so much pain. Then I went up to 177. Then I went up to 181. Now I'm back down to 179. So I'm wondering if I'm losing body fat quicker now. I don't know. Hey, Susan, how you feeling, sweetie? So I guess I'll find out my next fluid removal of how fast I'm losing body weight, because that's what's concerning me. I lost 25 pounds in fluid when they drained the fluid out. But like I said, from gathering from my old weight to the new weight, I've lost 14 body fat. Oh, good, Susan. I'm glad, sweetheart. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. So I don't know, guys. It's worrisome that I'm losing so quickly. Went to the kidney doctor, and my function level in my kidneys now, it was at 67% 6 months ago. Now it's down to 34, and that's both kidneys. So we're trying new medication to slow the process. And I don't mean to eat in front of you guys, but this is the first thing I've eaten all day. I had to go on a fasting blood test, and I didn't get that blood test done until like 3 o'clock. So come home, my neighbor made lasagna, and I benefit from her cooking. It was nice to have a friend move in across the hall, I'm telling you. So, got rid of old nosy bags. My friend moved in, so that's good news. So who else is out there that would like to talk? I'll probably repeat what I just said again later. I'm still in a lot of pain though. This time, the fluid draining, it affected my broken rib a lot worse than it has the past few months. Monday, I could not move. I sat in my recliner. I had to find a way to keep any kind of weight off my rib. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it Tuesday night because of that. I still tend to lean this way a lot to take some of the pressure off, but I'm also trying to put pressure on to get my regular body movement back as best as I can, because I only have 3 to 4 day window of where I feel decent enough to get some stuff done. After that, I'm like a pregnant woman that can't do crap. So, trying to keep my spirits up. I've had 3 doctor's appointments this week. Next week doesn't look any better. It seems like the further this goes along, the more I see doctors, and I am so sick of it. But at least it's getting warm, right? Got to see the bright side of it. At least it's getting warm. When I go outside, I won't be cold to the bone. So I guess that's one way of looking at it. Forces me to get out and get some of that natural vitamin D. So anyone got anything to say? What kind of project have you been working on? As you can see back here, I've been steadily working on my granny squares. When I sit in my recliner, that's what I do. Because it's a small enough project where if I can get 6 to 8 stitches done, at least there's some kind of advancement on it. And thanks, Susan. Yeah, I've been trying to get out. I actually went and did a little bit of grocery shopping today and got mainly healthy foods. I wanted some cookies, went down the cookie aisle, was eyeing them Oreos, but I needed something sweet and crunchy. So I did get celery with some vegetable dip, but in the cookie aisle, I got honey graham crackers, to where, I could take one cracker out and it'll satisfy my craving. So I feel a little bit better today. A little bit pain, but it's getting better. Got my wheelchair repaired. Next week I'll get my new cushion. So I'm happy about that, that my wheel's not going to fall off in the middle of the street. The repairman said, I've never seen so much yarn in caster wheels in my whole life. I said, visit my apartment more often. They'll be there. I'm always running over my clippings. I had a friend help me with a good, kind of like a business decision. And I want to build it to where my granddaughter can take over it. It can be her business, and I'm like a under the table employee. So we're starting to iron out the kinks in that. Oh, it's a good plan. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say. Y'all need to talk. Come on. We're a bunch of hens in here. I can't be the only hen speaking. How's everybody's Good Friday going? And what are your plans for Easter? Where are the videos? Steve, I don't know if you know or not, but I've been really sick for the past 2 years. I do want to do videos, but it's taken me time to get my strength back up. Now that we have a official diagnosis, we know how to attack it for the most part. It's not curable, but we know how to attack it. So, but I hope to get some out. Anyways, I didn't think anybody missed my videos. They were getting pretty mundane. But thank you for asking, seriously. Oh, I can understand that, Susan. I can, huh? Hopefully you can get back to crocheting soon. I've just started crocheting again. Because I got the fair coming up, and I really got to get the fair stuff moving. And my brother's coming up this summer, so I need to get that hedgehog done. Poor guy's been waiting 2 years for that thing. Oh, that'd be nice, Susan. Yeah, I think me and a couple of the girls are going to be working on that shawl tomorrow. By the way, guys, if I have any other crocheters out there, I am going to be translating a very pretty shawl from Polish to English. As soon as I can get it translated and do one, I'm going to contact the designer of the pattern and see if I would be allowed to release the pattern through video and written form in English. Or I'll give her the English translation and let her put it on her pattern. But I hope she allows me at least to do a video on it. because it's taken some time to translate. And there's a lot of beautiful, I don't know what it is. And it's just my opinion. I'm not saying we don't have good designers here in America. I am not saying that at all, because I found some beautiful patterns. But for some reason, other countries, they're more, first of all, they deal with a lot of thinner yarns, like 3 and below. And they're more intricate, I think. But that's just me. And there's a lot of them out there I want to do. Hey, Jenny, how are you doing, hon? I forgot to text Rhonda. Can you do that for me, Jenny? So, and I'm trying to think of the next big thing I want to do. Thank you. I went and got to see Air Supply. Now I got to think of something else. I know, Miss Jabberjaws. Gotta love that girl. But come on, my people. Oh, and to the ones that's been leaving messages on my community tab and my email, thank you so much. I appreciate your prayers and your thoughts. I am receiving them. I just haven't felt very well to do all the responses, but thank you so much. Sometimes I get a little down, and it's nice to see those messages, so thank you. It's nice to know I got people out there that care. And I'm not saying you guys don't care that don't. You know what I'm saying. When you're down, it's nice to see it in writing. Absolutely, Susan. I am going to be doing some product reviews, but I am only doing ones that I buy that I like. But if they're sent to me, the only things I will review on this channel is craft related, handicap / citizen, senior citizen aids, something that'll benefit us, or household products that I think you might like. I am not reviewing every damn thing that's sent to me. But I am going to be very choosy what I put on the channel. But it does help me also to earn income on reviewing products. So, and they will be just like short clips, like 2-3 minute videos. I will not put them into a regular video when I start making those. So it's not going to be like a double dip type video. I'm not doing that. I will label it as product review. That way you have every opportunity to skip that video. Hey, Joe, how are you doing, hon? I'm feeling a lot better today. Thank you. I wonder where she was climbing around at. Probably in that abandoned house by you. Or that those idiots just moved into. But yeah, because I was thinking about not doing product reviews at all. But if I find a product that I really, really like and enjoy and think that maybe some of you guys might like it, I will go ahead and review it and put a link on it. But it's not going to be like an everyday thing, every video thing. Children's toys. I'm not putting children's toys on there, nothing like that. My cat, um, I found her a home to live out the rest of her life. Um, she's doing very well. A couple weeks, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? She finally ventured out of the second story. She wouldn't leave the second story, so she finally ventured out down the steps with a little bit of coaxing on treats. Now she lives with four other cats, but she seems to be doing very well. The new owner, she sends me pictures once in a while. Molly still looks like a crabby old lady, but she looks good. She looks really good. She's being taken care of. You didn't know about the community? Yeah, the community page. If I don't show up here on Tuesday nights by 8:15, check the community tab. It'll let you know if I'm coming on live or not, and then if I release a little information, that's where it'll be. Because I have no clue how I'm going to feel from one day to the next anymore. So, thank you all for being patient with me and let me do a makeup live tonight. I don't even know if I can do makeup lives every time I miss, but yeah, that's where you want to check is community tab if I don't show up on Tuesdays. And by the way, welcome Terry Lee. So what's everybody got planned for Easter? Me? I think I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the peace and quiet. Most people will be out with their families that day, so the building will be quiet. Maybe I'll do my laundry that day, since I know the washer and dryers will be empty. But I love celebrating Easter. Just it's not as big to me as Christmas. Yeah. I mean, I would love to be with my grandkids, don't get me wrong. But they would have to pick me up because right now I can't drive. And just for like a few hours and bring me back home. It's a lot. A 2-hour trip for a couple hours is just too much. That sounds like a good dinner. Actually picked up asparagus today. That might be a video because I'm going to learn how to cook it. Never cooked it in my life before. So Wanda's going to try something new. Because I can't cook it al dente like a lot of people like it. It has to be kind of mushy because of my diagnosis. Things get stuck in my throat, like hard vegetables and fruits. And I never knew why I didn't like al dente. That's the reason it always gets stuck. And so I'm going to learn how to make that. This will be interesting. It'd be interesting if it doesn't burn or it tastes halfway decent. Oh no. She's probably in pain, but if she would realize, let you get those burrs out of her, she'd feel better. Put some socks on your hand and just grab her. Pull the suckers out. I feel like I got tomato on my tooth and I can't quite grab it. Or cheese. Oh, okay. So she's a little ticked off at you right now. She'll get over it. I'll tell you what, I was never so happy as today when, because yesterday I got new tires put on. I went up the ramp on the bus and did not slide once. I was like, finally got traction again. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Jenny. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I have PT twice a week. Sometimes like Tuesdays and Thursdays gets really bogged down for me because I have my aide coming in, my occupational therapist, my physical therapist, and then on Tuesdays I also have my nurse come in. So from 10:30 till 2:30, I got people walking in now. My apartment drives me insane, but at least I ain't got someone coming in every single day. Okay, Susan. So that's what I like. That's why I had scheduled only 2 days a week. But then this past Tuesday, I'd canceled everybody. So don't come. Not even my aide. I didn't even let my aide come in. I was hurting so bad. Just was in my recliner with my neck pillow on. Excuse me, a pillow under my legs, my little Sherpa blanket on. I slept off and on all day. Welcome, Jason. Yeah, I know Granny D. She's good at what she does. And welcome. So, but yeah, I've been just working on my granny swears, and I got a baby blanket to get done in 2 weeks. Little boy. So I think I'm just gonna do what's it called, the crescent wave or something like that. It's a real quick blanket that I can do. And I think I have 2 large skeins of that blue, white, and tan. So I think that's what I'll use for it. Is it Crystal Waves or Crimson Wave? It probably is Crystal Wave. Hello, Truth Lover. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. It's something wave. If anybody out there knows what I'm talking about and I'm saying the name wrong, please let me know. I've done like 3 or 4 of those blankets, and for some reason I can't keep the name in my head. Crystal Wave? I can't remember. I know Katrina did a tutorial on it. A couple other people did too. I can't remember. This brain fog's getting worse and worse. If I have to, I'll do a corner to corner. Just whip it on out. Get it out of there, you know what I mean? But I made her little girl a blanket a few years ago, so I gotta make her little boy one too. She said that after her daughter stopped carrying it around all everywhere, she put it up. She's using it as like an heirloom blanket for her, which made me feel good that she considers my work well enough to be an heirloom. I think that was different. Yeah, I think that was a different one. What was it called? That's going to drive me nuts. Yeah. I do have a question for you guys, though. Hold on. These out. All right, so I'm doing this granny square blanket. Now I went and put a border on the colored ones, so that way it'll look nicer when it's put together. And it also kind of look like the colored ones are a little bit smaller. Now, here's my question. The outside border, I mean, when it's all put together, should I do a full border of the white squares going all the way across and down and then put a regular border on? Or should I go ahead and let it end in a color and then just detach? Because since this is white, the border will be white. Just go ahead and, do it a regular granny square all the way around as the border. Or maybe even a different border. I wish I had 10 hands to show you exactly what I mean. I just don't know how to do the border on it yet. But I'm trying to I think I got all my whites done. And I'm doing one ball of each color and then lay all the colors out and stuff. Then figure out how many more I need to do after I get so much of it done. You vote for a regular border? Okay. So no extra squares, just all the way around. Okay. Because I was thinking that too, because then I think the border would look too big. This is the way my brain's been working lately. I cannot make a decision because I'm always thinking I'm doing it wrong. A star border. Yeah, can you send that to me and I can try it on this like at the end of it? That would be cute. Nope. I was going to do flowers at every intersection, and I thought that's too much. I wanted to cutesy it up so I'd win, but I think sometimes if you go too cutesy, it takes out of the pattern. Thank you, Jenny. I think tonight I'm going to have a Harry Potter marathon. I'm going to sit and watch it while I do some crochet. I found the movie on YouTube. It's free with ads. I don't know if anybody else remembers it. It's called For Keeps. It's got Molly Ringwald in it as a pregnant teenager that gets married. It's a cheesy movie, but it's a good movie. I finally found it. I've been looking all over the place for it and just stumbled across it on YouTube today. I'm like, yes. So I had to bookmark that. And then I bookmarked Karina Karina. Let's see, which other one did I get? Crybaby with Johnny Depp in it, which is a very cheesy movie. And there was a couple other ones I haven't seen in so long that I don't know. I might put them in their own playlist and let them play tonight. I don't know. But I've never seen all of Harry Potter, so I thought maybe I might enjoy that. I guess it depends. Is it a dark mood tonight or a light mood? We'll have to see. Oh, good, Jenny. Yeah, Ernest, his first couple of movies were really good. And then it got to be where it was the same old shtick in a different location. It just wasn't as funny. There's another one I want to find. I know I got the DVD somewhere, but I'm slowly going through all that. It's called The Glass Virgin. It's set in the, I want to say Queen Victoria age. It's actually a pretty good movie. But I've been looking for that one, streaming. Watch all the light we cannot see. Yeah, I wrote that down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that. I think I wrote it down right here. Hold on. No, I didn't. I wrote it down on the pattern. Because I forgot where I wrote it down last night. So what are your guys' favorite old movies to watch? Sound of Music's always a good one for me, or West Side Story. The 1964 version? 65? In the 60s. That's the version I like with Natalie Wood in it. Yeah, I'm corny when it comes to movies. I like a lot of the off the beaten track ones. And I love what's it called? Little Women with Winona Ryder in it. That's okay, true lover. Thanks for thinking of me there, hon. Yeah, I'll be all right. Well, it's not curable, but I'll push through. No, I don't buy iPhones. I don't buy anything new anymore. Um, because whatever upgrades they do is so minimal, I don't miss it. I don't see no sense in paying $1,000 for a phone. But that's me. My opinion. It's not to put anyone down that does pay for that. Oh, okay, yeah. I love what's the name of it? Jane Eyre with Timothy Dalton in it. It's my favorite version. And I think that's BBC also. BBC puts a lot of good movies out. Um, they're the one that did The Glass Virgin. It's Catherine Cook's books that they put a lot of movies out of her books. They're really well made. I might take a trip to my brother's this summer and head out to where the Walton's Mountain School is, or, well, it's not Walton Mountain, but it's based on Walton's Mountain. I know he's been there before, but if he doesn't mind, I would love to go. But I got to wait and get my legs stronger so I can drive and be able to make that trip. Because once I get there, Harold can drive for me in town and stuff. I just got to get to his house. But we'll see. Take this bandage off. I forgot it was on, still started irritating me. They blew a vein taking my blood today. Geez, we don't have a whole lot of people talking. And it's really hard for me to keep thinking of something to talk about. So if you guys got any subjects you'd like to talk about, I know a lot of you are into the crochet stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, guys. Got to help me out here. But I do want to make me a sweater like this one. It's kind of bulky, but yet it comes like halfway down to my knees. I like longer sweaters without buttons. So I might make one of those because I think there's a garment section in the fair. But I don't even want to get started on it until I get some of these blankets and other stuff done. I have way too many projects on the hook. Books. Oh, I picked up a book today. Let me get it real quick. I think let me grab it. I had to go grocery shopping, so it's in my grocery bag. Stopped at Ollie's today to see if they had any yarn. because I'm looking for some of the plush yarn to make some stuffies, and they didn't have any. But it's a book in the inspiration department, and it's called The Story by Max Lucado and Randy Frazee. It says, God goes to great lengths to rescue lost and hurting people. That is what the story is all about, the story of the Bible. God's great love affair with humanity, condensed into 31 accessible chapters. The story sweeps you into the unfolding progression of the Bible characters and events from Genesis to Revelations, using the world's most popular modern English Bible, the New International Version, and printed in whatever print that is. It allows for the stories, poems, and teachings of the Bible to be read like a novel. Like any good story, the story is filled with intrigue, drama, conflict, romance, and redemption. And the story is true. They have like discussion questions and stuff at the end of the chapters and everything. And it was only $4.99, but I thought it might be a good read. You know, it tells the Bible in chronological order in a story form. And so I thought that'd be an interesting read. You don't get to read that much, but I thought, yeah, that one I can read at night for about a half an hour before I take my relaxation medication so I can sleep. I mean, might as well make good use out of that bed, right? And sit up in bed and do some reading. They do. They really do. They had a couple more I wanted to grab, but I have a whole lot of books I need to go through. And so I just decided to choose one for now until I can get my bookcase, well, go through my books and then get my bookcase built. Oh, I bet. Well, you were lacking in, what can I say? I know what I want to say. I'm just not coming up with the words. Any energy for a very long time. So it probably wiped you out, did a reset on you. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Your body did a reset. Sometimes we need that, though. I mean, I've had resets to where I've slept for like 16 hours. Once your body gets used to it, it probably won't do it so bad. But I'm glad you're resting, because there for a while you weren't resting very well. Susan, you still with us, sweetie? It felt good today to be able to wear actual leggings and not pajama pants today. My belly, took enough fluid off. With the extra body weight off, I was able to get into my large leggings, which made me quite happy today. I didn't have to go out and look like I just rolled out of bed to go get blood tests done. I was able to actually get dressed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That way you're not waiting until the last minute. You have like 60 days to work with and take your time a little bit to try to find something. But I have all the faith with that long, you guys will find something that you'll enjoy. And get the money together. You can always move out in the middle of April or whenever you want, now that you know what you're doing. That way you don't have to do it all in 1 week. If you can get an apartment like even up to 2 weeks before your lease is up, that gives you time to move out without Jeff getting so tired. Um, it doesn't have to be like a rush order like last time. And you can put stuff away as you're moving it in. My bedroom, I almost got finished. I went through a few boxes last night. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot it was Good Friday until about a couple hours ago, and then I remembered. But you're right, they might have been closed. Hmm. Well, I guess whoever sent those people over didn't get what they wanted, so they left. Oh, thank you, God, for letting me hold my temper. Yeah, and really, it's hard for anybody these days. I mean, the prices are going through the roof to where it's hard for anybody to afford it. Um, and then coming up with the security on top of it, plus depends if they want pet deposits. It's a lot. Thank you for the hearts. Um, I think once you sell off some of your jewelry, also, that'll help bring money together. Right? Exactly. Poor pumpkin will go outside and never come back home. And unfortunately, on your budget, Jenny, that 1,500 is way out of price range. I mean, I know Jeff works and all, but with two people and everything, your budget's probably a little bit better than mine, but not much. Thank you for the hearts. I love you guys. So I, my daughter, I guess, picked up a couple applications in Kenton. They're they're apartments with kids in there, which I don't know. It's got to be better than just living with a bunch of old people that don't do nothing. Um, but since I'm eligible for a 2 bedroom, most of them will be within kids in neighborhoods. in neighborhoods with kids. Boy, that was a dyslexic move, big time. Well, have you asked her, Jenny? You never know. It might be the perfect solution for her too. As long as you treat her as an adult, I roommates is the going thing these days, and especially if it's family, you know, it's better. Oh, it's okay, Rhonda. I was just a little worried, but you're fine. You should ask her, Jenny. If she says no, she says no. But if she says yes, then you know how much you got to come up with and how much she comes up with, and it might be the best solution, at least for maybe 6 months to a year, you know, until things get straightened out. I don't want to say too much, because it's not my business. Hello, Fred. Welcome. Um, what was I going to say? It flew out of my head and came out through my nose because it did not come out of my mouth. I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, just ask. There's no harm in asking. And just tell her to be honest with you. If she doesn't want to, that's fine. You just thought, give her the opportunity. But don't let her slide on the bill. She pays her third, and, you know, I think it's a good solution. I know we all like to have our own place, but it's coming down to where I might have to get a roommate just to get a place. But I don't know who I would get because my daughter doesn't know anyone in Kenton that she can vouch for that would be a decent roommate. Yeah, exactly. Friendship is very hard. Family's hard too, but not as hard. But when you live with friends, someone's bound to skip out on the rent here or there, and somebody's going to have to pick it up. But at least with family, if you trust each other, you're not going to, you know, scam someone for rent. Well, thanks for the heads up, Fred, but I won't ban him as long as he behaves himself. But thanks for being honest that you were paid to patrol me. It wouldn't have worked, but thank you. Exactly, Jenny. Exactly. Hey, Diane, how are you, honey? Oh, no problem, hon. That's why I hate doing lives on different nights than what I'm supposed to because people forget you got lives, and I understand this. I do understand it. But at the beginning of chat, I was telling everybody about um, my last experience having my fluid removed. They removed 25 pounds of fluid out of my stomach, or not my stomach, my abdomen. And I took the weight I had before all this started, which was 191. Well, I went in before I got my fluid drained, I was 202. After my fluid drained, I was 177. So they took off 25 pounds of fluid. But from the 191 to the 177, I dropped 14 pounds in body fat, which was awesome. But in the last 4 days, I've been up and down, fluctuating, but it says I'm at 179 now. Yesterday I was 181. So I must be losing body fat while I'm gaining fluid again. Now, it's good news that I'm losing body fat, but it's bad news too because I'm losing it so quickly. Thank you, Terry Lee. But so we'll know at the end of 2 weeks how that's going. I'll be able to measure that better. And what I'll do is I'll subtract from the 177. But we'll see. But if you look at my arms and stuff, I can tell I've lost weight. Number one, I'm getting that turkey neck. And then my arms, look at that. There's very little fat there. That's mainly just skin. And it's all wrinkly right there. So I'm losing it. Too fast for my liking. I mean, if I was younger, I'd like it lost that quick. But being sick is just kind of scary. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. I think that's the one thing that hasn't been affected yet. They're sending me to a cardiologist, so we'll see. My lungs haven't been affected. I mean, I got COPD, but there's no shadows or anything like that. Or they did the upper scope. They didn't find anything. So that's good news. I have been, Diana. I have been. I've been eating more fresh food. This past week, I must have wasted 5 or 6 cans of soups because I start eating them and I just get so sick. I don't know if it's the preservatives or what, but I just cannot eat canned soups anymore. My favorite was Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. I can't eat them anymore. So all the Chef Boyardee I have, I'm taking down to the community room because I just can't eat it. So I've been buying a lot of fresh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. Exactly, Jenny. A few days before I go in to get drained, I'm usually bringing my food back up because my stomach is being squeezed so tight, I can't hold food down at all. So, and that's probably when I'm losing the most amount of weight. It's because I'm just not able to eat at all. And then 2 to 3 days after, I can't eat because I'm in so much pain. So I'm going to start prepping like food and veggies for 2 to 3 days after the draining and have it in the refrigerator where all I gotta do is throw it in the microwave. Oh, okay, Susan. All right, sweetheart. Okay, Jenny. So it's like, yeah, I get a 3 to 4 day window of feeling good. And today was the first day I felt decent. Now, I broke my rib at the beginning of December. But with this fluid building up, then drain, building up and drain, the rib is constantly being moved. So it's not healing. So, and this time it took a real beating to where I had to lay in my recliner for like 2 days straight and sit in such a way to where there was no pressure at all on my rib. And that's why I couldn't come on Tuesday because I was not able to move. It was just painful getting up to go to the bathroom. Otherwise, I was just sitting in my chair the whole time. Yeah, I didn't need to know that, but okay. So, but I am going to start trying. I mean, I'm going to try not to miss Tuesdays. They got all my appointments on Mondays now. So, what I'm going to do is try to take a pain pill at least like 45 minutes before the live on Tuesdays, where at least I can make it through the live. I hate disappointing you guys not showing up on Tuesdays, but it's becoming too regular where I'm doing that, and I don't want to do that. I like us having contact for at least once a week. I do miss the live chats though. I do. So I want to try my best to figure out how to keep doing it. Okay. I don't need to hear all that. But I can only take so much trolling before I get fed up. So, anybody got the Easter Bunny coming to see him? Give him some good chocolate or something? You got that right, Diana. I was waiting to where it became unacceptable, and that became unacceptable. I think when I asked God to give me patience, He's been testing me the last few weeks in many different ways. Yeah, me neither, Diana. Yeah, it's going to be a laid back Sunday for me. I haven't heard about our church going to have an Easter service or anything. Last I heard, they was going to at least try to have like a communion and a potluck dinner, but I haven't heard nothing. So I'm just gonna probably stay in my jammies and watch some movies and work on my granny squares and just enjoy my day. You neither, Rhonda? Yeah. It's like I love Easter, don't get me wrong. If I could be with my grandkids, I would. But Christmas is my big thing. Christmas and my birthday. And it's getting to the point that I don't even want to celebrate that anymore. But I do because I love it so much. That's my day. But I've been putting a lot of stuff up on Facebook Marketplace, throwing stuff out. My house, beside yarn, is basically going to be minimalistic. Herb Albert taste for. I never heard of her. And welcome, Mary. But so yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and relax. No commitment till Sunday to do anything. So it's always a good thing when you have a day with absolutely nothing on your schedule. I hardly have those anymore because my calendar is pretty full. Yeah, exactly. I'm working on right now my colored squares for my granny square blanket because I'd like to at least get half of it put together by the end of May so I can see how it's turning out and then, finish the other one up, rest of it up before the fair. But I kind of want to see what it's going to turn out to look like. But yeah, I've been working on these pretty steadily. On my real sleepy days, I'll get maybe 4, 5, 6 stitches in, then I'm asleep. But at least I'm moving on. I'm not just sitting totally idle. I am hooking a little bit. As much as I can. But now that I found the remote for my Roku, I'm watching movies constantly now. And I'm also going through, I'm watching, started from the beginning, Big Bang Theory. Because I think I missed the last 5 seasons because I canceled cable. And only seen the highlights on YouTube. So that'd be nice when I get to my Sophia. Yes. I'm going to start working on that again. Actually, tomorrow would be a great day to do that because it has to get done. Now, I don't know if you were here, Diana, but if anybody's doing the Sophia blanket, keep taking the pictures of each part. And then before the fair, I'll give you a month's notice. But before the fair, I still want to show everybody's work. So you can send me all the pictures or just the final picture, whichever you want. Because I still want to share your work out there with everybody. So if you're doing the Sophie blanket, please continue. I know I had planned to do it every other week, but my health got in the way and I just haven't put out any videos. But I do want to share those blankets. So please, let's show everybody your beautiful work. Because pictures I got so far is fantabulous. So, and I do want to show them. I know I've let you guys down so many times the last couple of years and I feel bad, but now it's starting to come together. It is a hard pattern. It is. And I try to follow the book, but there's always like 2 or 3 rows in every part that I have to watch the video because I just can't get it in my head how to do it. So there's that. But I'm gonna have to pick up the Sophie's blanket this week. Maybe I gotta sit in front of the computer. I'll get my laptop out. That's what I'll do. And I'll put my tray on my wheelchair, park my wheelchair beside my recliner, and I'll pull it up on my dang laptop. Should have done that before. See, talking to you guys, I think things through better. When I'm sitting here by myself, I can't think. I can't think of reasonable solutions, or I overthink crap. Victoria, let's throw from. Oh, yeah, I've been seeing she's putting out some really nice patterns lately. I would love to get, I can't remember the last pattern on the on the drive that I have, but I'd like to be able to get all the patterns from that one on, like get a second stick and purchase, because I think she's put out at least another 100 patterns since the first time she released her first USB drive or whatever it's called. I'm starting to get my crochet back. I really am. Right now I'm working on a pattern that, hold on, let me get it real quick. I just found it. Hold on. This is a German pattern that me and a few friends are working on. One of my friends went and translated it. I'll be doing the next one from Polish to English. And if I do it correctly and can make it, I'm going to ask the designer if I can do the tutorial in English on my channel. But here it is so far. So it's pretty complicated, but once we work out all the kinks, because we're finding, where errors are made, but errors are made in the translation. But as we're going through it and finding the errors and correcting them, we're hoping that the person that translated this can somehow release the pattern in English, or maybe get compensated and give the lady the pattern in English, because I'd love for this person to be compensated somehow for translation. But I just love it. It's a lot of texture, and I think it's going to hang real nice. But I'm using the mandala bonus bundle in, what color is this? In Babar. So I think that's going to be really pretty. But we're doing those like 3 or 4 rows at a time, so none of us get overwhelmed. But I think that brought my crocheting back, because anything else I worked on, I just didn't want to crochet. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Diana. Absolutely. She's sending all that out in one email. I don't even know if my email would take that much. Oh, my ear itches. Um, yeah, it's turning out beautiful. But I'm hoping with us translating some of this stuff, we if we do it right, that these designers will allow us to continue doing it. It could be just a little bit of extra money that comes in, or just doing the tutorials will bring money in. They're all like that, Jenny. Every cat I know. They don't want nothing to do with you when you're just laying there bored. But when you're trying to do something, they're all up your ass. But it makes me miss Molly. Molly was the same way. She wouldn't come near me until I was on live. And then she want me pet her and everything. I'll tell you what, in her pictures, she looks happy, but she looks grumpy. She's definitely a senior citizen cat. I finally had enough energy to clean out my ice maker, so I'm not buying ice anymore. Because city ice was beginning to taste like it had metal in it, dirt. Oh, God, it was gross. So I'm like, okay, got to clean this sucker out. And then I bought some spring water, and my ice tastes so good now. I'm thinking about doing a couple of sewing projects for the fair too. So that'll be the first year I put anything sewing in. I was thinking about doing a doll dress. I got one of those. I think they're called My Life dolls from Walmart to be able to display it. So I might do one of those. Maybe just a T-shirt, something beginner. But I've been looking for a good. Okay, I have my dad's old work jacket and my mom's wedding dress, and I want to make a couple of memory bears out of those. But I want to wait until I'm quite good at sewing first. So hopefully I do it before I bite the dirt. But I've been trying to do something when I get energy going. Let's see, what other projects am I in the middle of? I got to finish up the Christmas dress. I've got to get Val's bunny done. Got to do it. Because I found the other things that I was supposed to send her, and I was waiting for that bunny to get done. I might have to issue Rhonda a help SOS call. Come and put the head on. What else do I have? Let's see what I do have finished. I have placemats, I have washcloths, Christmas ornaments, baby blanket, and a baby hat done. So I do have at least 4 entries done, and I got about 4 that I have to finish up. So I want to have at least 12 projects in the fair. So that's my goal. My goal at the beginning of, well, my goal since the last fair, I wanted to do 20. I don't see myself being able to do that. But thanks, Rhonda. But yeah, 12 I think might be attainable. But we'll see. Just if you guys just keep praying for me that, hell, there's even a cure, but that we can slow down the progression of this disease and at least get some of my organs working better, if not maintain. That's what we're working on right now, is at least maintaining everything. Yeah, exactly, Diana. Yeah, I shot for the stars, it didn't hit, so we'll just bring it down a little bit. But some days, like today's a good day. Today's the day I want to fight. Tomorrow we'll never know. There's days that I'm just like, God, take me now, I'm done. So, not that I would ever harm myself, so nobody ever think that. It's just I'm done. But then there's, days to where it's like, I can keep fighting. Exactly, Diana. Exactly. Yeah. And I could have done 20. I just got too sick. So I just dropped it a little bit, Hell, if I do 20, I'll be happy. But I'm shooting for 12. And maybe a couple of sewing projects, like an apron. I was thinking is probably one of the easier, most basic. And a pillow, maybe like a pillow sham, might be a good place to start with the sewing. And I would love to do the doll dress, but we'll see how good I get at sewing. But at least 2 items in the sewing categories. But I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday this year. I don't even know what day it falls on. I don't even think it's a chat night or anything. May 16th. See, that's a Thursday night. So I'll probably celebrate on the 21st with you guys. I don't even know if I'm going to be doing anything that weekend. We'll see. I do want to do something though. Okay, Susan. I'm glad you're feeling a little better today, girl. I don't know what I want to do. I got to see Air Supply. That was my big number one thing I always wanted to do. Now I have to find something else that would put spark back into me. I was thinking a hot air balloon, but I don't know. If I'm up high, I like roller coasters because I go down quick. I thought of bungee jumping because you go down quick, but due to my hip replacement, it's a liability, so they won't do it. I thought about tandem jumping, but I can't lift my legs while the person that's tandem with me runs. I can't do it. So that's all the question. So now I got to think of another goal that I want to do that would bring some excitement back. No, that's last on the list, Jenny. I don't even want to bother with that. That's too much effort. I mean, I think my time for finding a man left about 10 years ago. Skydiving, and that's another thing. I can't run when I hit the ground. So I thought about maybe doing some, what's that called? Is it called a boogie board? Is that what you call them on the water? Where you sit down and you ride a board on the back of a jet or a jet ski. As long as I had 3 life jackets on, that would be fun. I gotta have 3 life jackets though, because I sink like a rock. Get me a stud muffin. Yeah, sure, Gail. Glad to see you, girl. Yeah, if they could get my legs to lift, that's the part I got a problem with. Like when we get close to ground, is lifting my legs. I can't do that. That's why I can't do tandem jumping. But these people, I mean, only one company called me back and said they can't because of liability reasons. And no other skydiving or with jumping out of planes or anything will call me back. So, but I think being on the back of a jet ski on a boogie board, that would be fun. As long as it's fresh water with no hint of a shark around. That would be fun. And summer's coming up, so who knows? Who knows? That too, Diana. I think probably Lake Erie would be the best place for me to go. Oh, excuse me. It's fresh water, far enough away from the ocean, and it's not tropical weather, so the gators won't be out. So that would probably be my place to go if I wanted to do something like that. I wish they kind of had a Make-A-Wish for 60-year-olds. That would be awesome. Oh, do you, Diana? Ugh. The only way I like a gator is over an open pit. Hey, that would even work, Jenny. Absolutely. I love the water. I just can't swim, but I do love the water. A little scared of it, but I like it. I just wish there was a way that I could get in my bathtub and have a way to get me out of it. Because I need a nice, relaxing bubble bath. But I'm afraid even if I get down in the tub, I'll never get out. I would be stuck there forever. There is a place also in where is it? It's in Tennessee. It's it's a drive-in, like a 50 style restaurant. Um, that still operates. It's been operating since 1947, and they still have the same decorations and everything. But I can't go to Tennessee just for lunch. That'd be a little ridiculous. But I would love to go to Tennessee and then maybe stop by there and see that. It's a lot of places I would love to go to. Yeah, exactly. Especially when you know these hotel people do not clean as well as they're supposed to. No. I would never even use the hot tub at the YMCA. Mm-mm. And I watched them put chemicals in the hot tub, and I still will not get into it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just starting to get where I miss being young, you know, able to just to get up and go somewhere and do whatever I want and not worry about risk. I have found every year as I get older, I get more scared of the simpler things. Like how 20 years ago I'd be in my wheelchair and go down the road without a sidewalk, no problem. It didn't bother me. Now it's like I get scared every time a car passes because I don't know if they're going to be playing chicken or, you know, not see me. So I get more scared to go out and riding around. So I have to get over that fear, um, so that way I can just start living life again. Because for the past 2 years, I've basically just sat here and vegetated. And I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to get up and go do stuff. Because in the grand scheme of things, none of us have a whole lot of time left. And I really want to do some things with my grandkids. Like, my youngest granddaughter doesn't think I love her because she's never spent the night here. But she doesn't know her other grandmother practically forbade her to come here. So, which I found out by accident. And so I want to take her back to Columbus and kind of show her where I went to school, the places that I remember where we lived. It's kind of like a Nana's uh, memory lane type thing. Let her experience that with me. So it's kind of what I want to do with her is to spend the whole day with her. Maybe even just get like a hotel room for the night, and because I'll be tired by the time I get done with all that, and just let her swim at the pool at night and get up the next day, do a little bit more running around, take her home, spend the weekend with her. Because Miss Lacey is too old to be hanging around with her Nana now. Yep, and walk down memory lane, yeah. And I wish I would have done it last year because last summer they went and tore down my middle school. So I don't have that to show her, but I'll have a picture of it and show her where the property was. and how far me and my brother walked to school the last day of school because we didn't want to get in trouble for cutting school. We missed the bus, so we walked. Oh, I'm thinking it was at least 3 or 4 miles across cow pastures and stuff like that to get to school. But back then I could walk that far. It was painful and hard, but I could do it. Um, some of the little stories that they probably never heard of because it just never came up. I thought she might like that. Make a video of it. Let her be the cameraman because she likes that kind of stuff. I'm very cautious about when and how I put my grandkids on film now. Like Christmas morning and stuff, that's fine. But, blonde hair, blue eyed girls, you just don't want to show on film that much. And not that the brunettes don't get taken either, but I just don't want to showcase them. If you can understand where I'm coming from these days, because we have to be extra careful with our babies now. Too many freaks out there. But anyways, that's what I want to do with her. Then my grandson, I want to do something special with him too. I just haven't figured out anything yet. What he would be interested in. And he's interested in military life. So I could take him to Dayton to the air show this year. And I'm sure there's some other stuff in Ohio I could take him to. Because we are the aviation the birthplace of aviation. So I should be able to find a few things. And like I said, Lacey's just not interested right now, and that's fine. Kids grow up. I just hope she comes back, wants to spend a little time with me. But if she doesn't, I can remember being that age. You wanted to hang around with an old lady. You know what I'm saying? When you're 16, 17, 18 years old. You don't want to be hanging around with an old lady. You know what? That's a good possibility too. Science Museum. Now I know when they lived in Columbus, they went to COSI a lot. So we might make a special trip out that way because now he lives an hour away from it. So we might go see that. And I'm sure there's other places around that I just haven't thought of. But he's going to be the one, he's going to learn how to load and unload my wheelchair this year. And I don't know why he hasn't learned before because Lacey learned when she was like 12. So he's going to learn that. And he's going to accompany me to some places I need to go. And that'll be like his community service hours that he can put it towards. So that way I can help him next year get started on his community service. So he's going to be hanging out with me quite a bit. But first I got to get my feet working so I can drive. I'm good on freeways and stuff. It's just in town. Because, on freeways you can use the cruise control. But in town, I got to get that left leg working for the brake correctly. So that way I don't have an accident. But anyways, that's some of my plans. I just don't want to be hanging around the house all summer like I did last year. Last year, I don't think I did anything. I went out with, no, I did. I went out with family last year. And we had good times. But I want to do more. Yeah, Diana was saying the same thing, Tara. I'm gonna have to check that pattern out. I do like a complicated pattern. I don't know you. I don't know about you looking for a place or anything. I thought you were new here. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm going to get back into crocheting. I got it, Rhonda. Um, I was thinking it was a troll. I was giving it wait and see, but yeah, that definitely was a troll. But yeah, I'm getting back into my crochet, which I'm happy about. I haven't bought any abundance of yarn. The only yarn I bought was for this shawl, because I wanted to find a like a mandala, but where the colors didn't repeat. You know, I didn't want to have to use two cakes, so I bought the mega bundle or whatever it's called, so that way there's only one of each shade. Yeah, I know. I realize that. Yeah, when she said that, I realized it. Um, well, seems like the trolls are coming out. No date tonight. Your husband tired of you and ignoring you? Oh, oh well. So, Diana, what's the next one you're going to be working on? Ooh, wave of nauseousness. Yeah, there is, Rhonda. They have no date or their husband is ignoring them, so they just have nothing better to do. And that's another reason why I hate coming on Fridays. No idea yet. I really want to do a sweater for next fall. And I had the perfect yarn. Miss Helen sent it to me a long time ago, and it's for a sweater. I just got to find the right pattern. Because the pattern I started using, it had cuffs, but the cuffs like came all the way up to here. And you know me, I have no imagination. And I couldn't quite figure out how to make it my size either, so I'll find another pattern. But I would like to make a blanket for myself for once. All these blankets I've made, never made one for myself. No, I didn't, Diana. I still have the yarn though. I do want to get it made, but the pattern I was working on, it was just not jiving with me. So I have to find another pattern that really calls out my name. And you know what? I could probably take any basic pattern. If I can find one that's listed, like, you know, from the waist up, I can make it as long as I want. I just got to find one that fits here and that I like the pattern. The length is no big deal. That can always be extended. Oh, I have no clue. I need to stop using a 4 hook on everything though. I got 3 items here. I'm working on a 4 hook. And you know, the smaller the hook, the thinner the yarn, the longer it takes. I need to get away from the 4 hook. There's a cardi that is made from V stitches. Oh, okay. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Okay, I got it. The grandpa sweater. It's VOD. Okay. I have to look that up. I'm sure one of those two will work. Because I love the shade of the pink I have, so it's definitely going to be pink. Because usually when I buy a sweater, it's usually tan, black, gray, white, you know, basic. I don't have any colored sweaters. So I definitely want to do one in pink. Because it's my color. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm getting really nauseous right now. Yeah, I'm not going to make it in the next 5 minutes. So I want to tell y'all thank you for praying for me, you know, the messages, the loyalty to the channel. I do appreciate every bit of it. I know I don't say it enough, but thank you so much. And I will see you guys Tuesday. I'll definitely be on Tuesday. I'll make sure I take a nice long nap beforehand. Yeah, I'm feeling very nauseous right now. So I will see you guys later. And you guys have a great Easter. And enjoy. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.